Hello and welcome everyone to the semi-finals of African R6 League. We are joined today by Meraki Gaming and Frantic 6 Esports as they will play off in the semi-finals of the African R6 League. They will be heading to Clubhouse for this matchup. Just see if both teams are ready, then we should be able to head into this matchup straight away. Okay, let's get straight into this. Okay, so Meraki Gaming will be starting on attack. Frantic 6 on defense. Clubhouse, usually a defender-sided map. I mean, CCTV, Church, Arsenal, and sometimes Gym can all be defender-sided. So it's a pretty defender-sided map with Maverick Band. It's the first one. It will become even more defender-sided because, I mean, a Clubhouse, it's a map that no matter which side you're really playing, you need that hard breach capability because CCTV and Cache, you have that main outside wall in CCTV. Church Arsenal, you've got Dirt Tunnel and even the hatches, and then Gym Bedroom, you've got the main outside wall to Jacuzzi. So the Maverick Band is going to be a pretty influential one, as well as the Nomad should be serve to be quite influential because Clubhouse, it's a really small map as well, but the hallways are really confined. So Nomad air jabs, they're really effective in these hallways as well. Goya being banned by Meraki, that's probably a counter to Frantic 6 looking to play a more delay setup, something akin to the 20-second meta. So really influential bans across the board. The last one will be Mirror, usually the standard ban for most teams these days, whether it be high tier professional play like this or even ranked and ranked. So yeah, pretty standard bans, but they should still be quite influential to this matchup. Heading into it now. Let me just get the overlay, transition into it. Okay. Frantic 6 on defense, taking both the Wamai and the Jaeger combo, going to CCTV Cache as their primary bomb site. They have the Bandit to delay the hard breaching, as well as the Legion to maybe stall out the operators just a bit, maybe roam a bit, fall back once they have catwalk or even construction control, as well as the dock. I mean, it's an ACOG, why not? On the attacking side, you've got a lot of hard breaches. Maverick's banned, but he's still got the Thermite and the Hibana as well. Thatcher's actually still on the board. See him banned quite a lot these days, especially in this high tier gameplay. But heading into it now, Team Meraki will be starting on defense. Attack. Let me just get these graphic settings. There we go. I personally prefer 4x3, even on the streams. Chat, let me maybe know whether you guys prefer 4x3 on these overlays or 16x9. But yeah, Frantic 6 looking to... let me just cancel that audio. Oh, I'm getting reverb. Anyway, rotation into catwalk from CCTV side, as well as the rotation to top red stairs. Reinforced into logistics drop down, as well as the main construction wall, and then the construction cache wall. So pretty default reinforcements. No reinforcements actually on the main garage area, but I mean, most teams, I mean, a lot of teams don't actually get that. It's kind of a personal preference thing if you want to assist the roamers in, catwalk. But the attack is now starting to get into it. See them rappelling up onto the roofs. Clubhouse, especially top floors, are really, how do I say this, like a window-based map. The windows are a very influential part. You can do a lot of runouts from there, almost like the old, what is the map's name? The one that came out with Hibana and Echo. Damn it, I forgot the name. Back when that was in ranked, just all the runouts 24/7. This is kind of the same. You can go for peeks from the windows, especially if you're playing CCTV. But now RX on the Zofia from down below cancels the bandit tricking, and well, the main wall's going open with a minute already down on the clock. That's great timing for them because actually no. Oh, okay, no, sorry, I thought that was the main wall. Yeah, main breach should be open, I believe, as well. You still have AML and Legion roaming down below, as well as Dookie currently in kitchen. Rest of the players situated on site looking to hold more passively. But the attackers now starting to make their way into construction. See the Hibana charges already opening up the construction wall. Oryx looking to go for that roam clear, but Kobras actually getting dropped in master bedroom. That's still AML on the Legion, but another from the crossfire. That's Reds on the Hibana as he finally gets the kill onto Kobras. But now there's another player on the flank. That'd be Jaeger. That is Dookie. Currently dealing with SADW. Looking to maybe one-up each other, but it is the defender of Dookie who comes out on top. Now in a 4v2 man count, Oryx and King So left last alive for Team Meraki. Main breach has been opened as well as Oryx now has a rotation into construction. But Jaeger's still on the flank in master bedroom. Oryx has to worry about this roam presence if he wants to start taking onto site. So as the rotation onto red stays, he has to keep this in mind. The engagement now coming out, but Dookie wins it, just holding the angle passively. A great double kill from now on the round as King SO, the Thermite, now rotating back to central hallway, looking to go up these master bedroom stairs and maybe take the engagement with the Jaeger. But it looks like Dookie is aware of his presence. No, King So hits the headshot, finally killing off Dookie. A great double kill from the round, but he cannot stay alive long enough. King SO swinging wide into construction. There's a player to his left. That is the Wamai, and he peeks wide and he gets the kill. Defenders of Frantic 6 take the first round. Really what this came down to, in my opinion, is really just Frantic 6's unique way of playing aggressive but holding passive angles whilst playing aggressive. Like we saw Dookie back when he was holding in master bedroom side. He got the kill onto, I believe it was the Sledge pushing into master bedroom. He was playing an aggressive roam but holding passive angles. And that's really something a lot of players overlook, because when playing an aggressive roam, you don't necessarily need to play aggressive in that position. You know, master bedroom is a place where you've only really got two entryways to really worry about. So if you hold a passive angle on the one and you know the other one's most likely going to be clear, especially in that situation, construction, because he needs to vault through the window, you can hear that. It's one of those things where you can hold passive while still holding an aggressive position, and it really worked out for them. And, well, they won the round. But now heading to Church Arsenal for the first time. Let's see how they opt to defend this. They have opted to actually drop the Wamai, only taking Jaeger this time. Cloudy on the Cade, looking to probably get the hatches. You know how influential hatches can be on the site. Both kitchen hatch, bar hatch, and then stock hatch. All points of contention that really help the attackers if they can open those hatches. So also Lulu actually on the mute should prove to be quite effective. I mean, there are two stairways which you can place the mute jammers on, maybe cancel those drones from coming in and droning you out on site, as well as a rotational between Church and Arsenal. But further, actually a rotation between Blue and Church, actually. That's a pretty strange one. And you see all of the main reinforcements currently up. Reds on the Hibana will be an influential one in this round because, like I said, the hatches are an important thing. And, well, Reds, he's the man for the job. Hibana is definitely the one you want opening up those hatches, as well as King SO probably will be used to open up that dirt tunnel area. Stock hatch actually not reinforced, weirdly enough, and Reds, he has a breach charge, so that will be easy enough to open. Don't believe they are near. Well, actually, no, Mute is currently playing in blue, so that hatch being opened might be quite influential, as well as Doc. That's Figure 6 playing straight below that hatch, and, I mean, Thermite droned it out now, but it actually doesn't look like they're contesting it still. But Hibana now starting to open up kitchen hatch, as well as two players currently situated in this southeast area. Zofia looking to take Oil Pit, as well as Sledge in this stock area. Actually, no, what's this call out called? I forgot. Garage storage. I constantly get confused between stock and storage, but he is in storage, and Dookie actually gets the first kill. He's currently playing Catwalk. That's a great opening because that's the Zofia gun. That's a lot of utility off of the board as well. Gets another frag onto the Sledge. Talk about utility. Sledge and Zofia, you two soft reaches off of the board. Now only leaving the Thermite, the Hibana, and the Thatcher. So Dookie, what a great play from him, is now rotated down into Oil Pit, and once again in a very influential spot. Mute is currently still playing down below the drop hatch and stock, so they've still got control of blue. King SO trying to pressure out the main kitchen hatch, as well as Kobras now pressuring dirt tunnel. Sure, Meraki could take a lockout with the pincer movement here, but with how much map control is still in favor in Frantic 6, this is looking like a round they could easily lock out, as well as Figure 6 now aggressively peeking on into this dirt tunnel as well as kitchen hatch area. A lot of damage done already onto King SO. Red's now peeking down into the blue hatch. Does not get the shot onto the mute. A great shot from Lulu, but Cabras with a refrag gets the kill onto Figure 6. That's docked down. King SO now dropping onto side. Cabras joining him, but Dookie from the blue angle, joined by Cloudy 6, getting the final kill on the Cade. Great teamwork coming out from them. Just able to lock out these final kills. Players just dropping into this armory area. And honestly, that came down to, in my opinion, Dookie's incredible play in that catwalk area, because if he wasn't able to get that kill onto both the Zofia and the Sledge, they would have had a lot more utility to worry about. And what I saw in those final kills is really how important utility was, because sure, they got onto site, but they couldn't really do anything with that hold. They were just so pressured with the crossfires. And if you maybe had the Zofia or even the Sledge to maybe throw out some nades, open up some soft breach, the concussions on Zofia, you could have done a lot more with that utility to make those gunfights go in your favor and maybe win them out. But unfortunately, did not go this time. Let's see how they opt to defend this one. Actually having Figure 6 on the castle. A pretty stock standard operator pick, especially on this gym bedroom site. Let's see how he opts to place these castle barricades. Once again, taking the Jaeger with my combo. Probably needed, especially in this top floor side. I mean, it's literally on this view, you can see 4 top floor barricades. So from these angles, throwables can be thrown, grenades. I mean, we see Sledge has grenades, a lot of flashes on reds. So definitely that Jaeger with my combo is something you need, especially on this gym bedroom area.
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
Attack is now spawning in. Looks like Dookie, actually no, won't go for the spawn peak, but rappelling up onto the strip roof now. This was Thermite and Hibana looking to take the other side. Two players are now currently playing aggressively in CCTV. That's a Jaeger of Dookie as well as Cloudy 6 on the Wamai. But the attacks now just taking their time, starting to open up avenues onto site. See the players currently going for the main breach as well as Bandits currently situated on that main breach area. Looks like Sledge will be opening up that logistics drop down. Indeed he does. No players currently playing in logistics, so it could be a free take for them. Figure actually holding an aggressive angle on this drone hole onto the jacuzzi area, but Bandit as well, that's Lulu. Just currently playing in the Bandit, waiting for that audio cue of King SO placing the thermite charge. Bonner actually starting to open up somewhere. I do not know where those Hibana pellets went off, but still. Hibana pellets did go off. King SO still toying with this Bandit, trying to one-up one another. Figure 6 still playing that angle aggressively, but now Cloudy 6 with the opening kill. He gets SADW, that's the Sledge, as well as the Buck now dropped. So those are just complete deja vu now in this round, because your 2 soft breaches and your utility is off the board. That's a big kill. So sure, Lulu and still AML are really low on HP now, but taking 2 players off the board for Meraki, that's a big play for Frantic 6 and should definitely help them further on into this round. As now you've still got the Thatcher, Thermite and the Hibana, but what can you really do when in a 3v5 man count and complete map control is still in favor of Frantic 6? One are now starting to open up this main construction wall, but Wamai and Legion are still poised to hold it. But now Thermite, he's currently in logistics. If he can get this kill, but no, Castle threads the needle, hits the shot into King SO, and now in a 2v5 scenario, it's not looking good for Team Meraki, but still AML gets the opening kill onto the Jaeger of Dookie, but kind of a fruitless effort, because the complete collapse coming out from the rest of Team Frantic 6. If you look at the scoreboard, it's not looking too good for Meraki. I mean, Oris currently on 0 kills, and the rest of his team, well, they've only got 1 kill. So it really reflects what's been going on in this match, where sure, Meraki, they've not been, well, they've been coordinated. Like they've opened up avenues onto site and they've been using the utility, but when it just comes to those opening gunfights, it's been Frantic 6 just absolutely obliterating them. Because I mean, 2 rounds now we've seen 2 opening picks going in the favor of Frantic 6, And those are the operators you least, you don't want to lose. I mean, you lost your utility so early on into the round. So really at this point, if I'm Meraki Gaming, I'm kind of worried because in Siege with ESL rules applying, you've got 6 rounds on your splits. As well, you've got a rotation of sites where once you win it, you cannot go back to it for 2 rounds. Frantic 6, well, they've played 3 rounds now. That means they can go back to each and every bomb site. And, well, they've set the precedent. They've won each and every bomb site. So, at the moment, Frantic 6 are looking to, at the very least, in my opinion, take a 5-to-1 split in their defensive side.
5 seconds remaining.
Once again, a pretty default setup here. Got the rotation into Catwalk, rotation into top red, and then all the reinforcements currently stacked. As well as actually for the first time, the garage panel is reinforced. That's a pretty important one. See the players currently going to the main.
Changing mags!
So at the moment, Meraki just taking it slow, starting to open up some angles. RX actually has opened up this garage panel, looking to maybe pressure out the player currently playing in Catwalk. That would be Figure 6. That's the dock with ACOG in hand. MP5, he looks to peek aggressively where the Thermite is currently playing. If he can get this kill, it would be massive because that would be the hard reach off the board. But RX from the side, a lot of pressure onto Figure 6 now. He can boost himself up to full HP, but a crossfire coming out from the Wamai. A great kill for Cloudy, as that's a pretty important one. That's RX once again. A lot of utility taken off the board in these early engagements. If I'm Meraki, I'm kind of destroyed because it's hard to show people how good of a team you are when you don't really have utility to work with. And now Cloudy getting the injure onto the the Hibana. Thatcher now going for the heal. With ESL rules, you obviously don't have the point system active, so they don't know Reds has been injured outside of that construction area. Still AML as well as a Dookie now roaming, but Figure 6, he's been pressured out of that Catwalk area. That's a great kill coming out from King SO, as well as SADW getting a kill onto still AML. Now Dookie, the last roamer for Team Frantic 6, he's still poised to get a few kills from this angle, because if this sledge slow walks further on into his crosshairs, he could get this kill. But now the attack is starting to take control of construction. Dookie has to do something, and he does. He gets the kill into SADW. Now full control of logistics still in his hands. Ludia and Cloudy, one in construction, one on main site. Cloudy just waiting passively on this angle, knowing Cobras has to peek into him because he needs to help out his teammate in the Reds, currently playing in Master Bedroom. He needs to alleviate that pressure from the player currently in construction. So at the moment, a great crossfire setup, but Cobras, he just goes and vaults in. Now Lulu on site, left to essentially fend off the attack on site on his own, because Dookie is currently kind of trapped inside of logistics. Cobras now getting the plant down, Lulu trying to do something about this, but with a crossfire from construction, what more can he do? Well, what more can he do about this? Dookie now left, lost life in a 1v3 scenario. Diffuser is planted. The Jaeger definitely one you want in a clutch situation. That gunfire potential from the 416 Carbine definitely something you want, as he does do a lot of damage onto King SO, but no, King SO just playing it passively, knowing Jaeger needs to peek into his angle, he gets the final kill. And that's Team Meraki Gaming taking their first round. So really, what I saw there was Team Meraki Gaming, they adapted. So once again, they lost RX, I believe it was on the Zofia early on into that round, but they were able to really lock out the deep roamers. We saw Legion and Jaeger playing in that gym bedroom area, and Legion was killed, but Jaeger, he was kind of just locked off. So the walls into construction were reinforced, so you can really rotate out of logistics. So Hibana in that round, she really just held the rotate of Dookie, and it worked. I mean, the plant came down and he was still stuck in logistics. So really a great play from Meraki Gaming, able to lock out those rotates and those aggressive aromas really able to pressure the side players one-on-one, and that's really, in my opinion, how they won that round. So really a great answer back from them onto Frantic 6. Onto Frantic 6's great defense. So let's see if they can keep this momentum going into the next few rounds.
10 seconds left. 5 seconds to go. Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Thermite already starting to open up the dirt tunnel area. The attack's just taking it slow. SADW actually entering into this bedroom hallway area. The Jaeger currently looking to contest him. That's Dookie on the angle, playing it oh so passive. Let's see who wins this engagement. Both players currently in somewhat of a staring contest, just holding the angles passive, knowing the other players on the other side of that wall, but not able to do anything about it. Sledge does take the gunfight and he gets the kill onto Dookie. A great play from him, as he does get the kill. Now a 5v4 in favor of Meraki Gaming. Ibana already started opening up this kitchen hatch. A lot of avenues onto site now in favor of Meraki. I mean, they've already opened up Dirt Tunnel. They've got this kitchen hatch. Moto hatch is still reinforced, but I mean, you've also got blue hatch. So RX on this hatch, you can do a lot of damage from this area, but looks like a player is currently contesting him. It looks like an impact was thrown from down below. Looks like he thinks it was thrown from that
Bomb located by attacker.
garage area, but King SO now with a really aggressive angle being held here, and Tunnel, he does get the kill into figure 6, and that's a great kill because Maestro off the board as well, still AML now being dropped by Reds. A complete side collapse is coming out from Team Meraki as now a 1v5. Cloudy left last life, but he is not able to win the gunfight against Sledge. SADW with the double kill on the round, and a flawless round in favor of Team Meraki Gaming. It looks like they've definitely started adapting. They've answered back to the aggression being shown by Frantic 6. So, Frantic 6 looking to go to CCTV and Cash Room. It's their last stand for this final round of their defensive split. We've seen them win the CCTV cache area as well as lose it once. So, the moment of 50-50 in their
by attackers.
history of this bomb site. So, let's see what they can do with this hold. I actually like this shield placement. It allows for, or if you look at that to the left of that shield, you've got that iron panel which really help you from this window. So this shield can be used to play very aggressively in construction. I really like that. It assists in that deep roam as well as I believe that is figure 6 in his typical catwalk hold, playing oh so aggressive. MP5 ACOG just looking to tap those heads. Thermite, oh, that's construction. I thought that was the main wall, but still, that's a pretty influential avenue onto site to open up so early on into the round. 30 seconds now elapsed, and well, you've got construction control effectively because you can instantly push in from there. So that's really a big one to open up, and if we go down to it, that really makes that shield placement I was talking about earlier really hard to hold because your back is just completely open, but it looks like Sledge fell off of the roof, so yikers. RX now with the opening kill onto Lulu. That's the bandit gone. So
Located by attackers.
surely that, yeah, the main breach is open, and King SO, he gets a kill into Figure 6. That's Doc playing on in Catwalk, so now effectively garage control in favor of Meraki Gaming, as well as Cloudy now being dropped. King SO is just making a mess. Double kill for him on the round, and now effectively complete side control in favor of Team Meraki Gaming. Still AML now situated in construction, as well as Dookie on top red stairs. So they will have to go for a retake of the site, or at least move back on into site if they want to hold this for any longer. King SO just situated on this main breach, holding the angle passively. Dookie now has rotated back into cash room, playing aggressively onto that main breach, assisted by still AML. They definitely still have a lot to work with, but in a 4v2 man count, it's not looking too likely for them. Still AML doing a lot of damage onto SADW of the sledge. SADW and King SO are low on HP, so this does look winnable for Frantic 6 as he peeks wide. He gets a double kill. A great shot for Dookie, as that is exactly what they needed, because those are your two top HP players off the board, and now still AML and Dookie just able to lock it out. Dookie, what the hell was that? He just peeks wide onto the main doorway in CCTV, taps two heads, and well, they won the round, taking their defensive side in a 4-2 split. So flippin' hell, Dookie, well done. You just clutched your team that round. That was an insane play, and really props to him, as Frantic 6 now head into their attacking split. Let's see what they can do with this. Six-pick actually onto the Capitao. That's a really smart one. And realizing, so he six-picked off of the Hibana onto the Capitao, realizing Team Meraki is probably going to hold CCTV and cash room. You can six-pick off of that Hibana because it's essentially only useful if you're attacking the bottom floor side, because you need to take those hatches. As well as Capitao, he's able to, from a really safe position all the way here on top of the strip roof, he's able to put a Capitao bolt onto this main breach area and actually deny the bandit tricking. So if Frantic 6 are able to use that effectively, that's a big one to six-pick off of and onto, because essentially saving an operator's spot and then taking a really effective operator. So SADW trying to get this cheesy Maestro spot, if I may say so myself. Let's see how this works out for him. If he's able to actually stick this, he is. You can put that into your back pocket for ranked setups if you like.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
And the attackers now are starting to take this main breach area, as well as Capitao. Figure 6 currently situated on the central roof area. As I said, he should be able to shoot out a Capitao bolt and actually get the bandit tricker. But actually no, RX on the bandit, he's currently roaming down below, probably expecting a soft breacher to come from down below and cancel that bandit tricking. He tried to one-up him, but in his one-up movement, he's kind of screwed his team over, because Thermite, he's opening up the main wall, and that's the main breach open, and that's Frantic 6 Esports now with a massive avenue onto side, as Figure gets a kill onto RX. That's the bandit off the board. So now Frantic 6, they've got a lot of avenues onto site. I'm just struggling to take this all in, because Dookie, he's currently situated in logistics office. He's got full control of this construction area because he's already opened up this area, this main wall, into construction, because Meraki Gaming, they've left it unreinforced. So main breach is open, they've got control of construction, and they've got control of the windows. From here, Meraki Gaming, they can just lock out this round. C4's already being expended with a minute 20 left on the board. Smoke still has all three of his canisters. He can delay this plant if it comes out. Looks like Thatcher now actually going for the plant amidst the smoke. Two players left, last live now on Frantic on Meraki Gaming, but Frantic 6 with the complete collapse. In a span of about 5 seconds, they just killed 4 players inside of Meraki Gaming with an incredible lockout of the site. Frantic 6 just absolutely ruthless in their attack on the site, and well, they take the round. Now a 5-2 round count. They are definitely in control of this matchup. Now heading to Church Arsenal as their secondary bomb site. Having realized CCTV cache maybe isn't working out for them, they opt to now go for the bottom floor site and see what they can do with this. Strangely enough, actually no Cade on the board for Meraki Gaming. That means they won't be able to electrify those hatches, and that means Cloudy's sick, or Cloudy, he'll be able to actually open up those hatches, and they can thank their lucky stars for that, because they don't actually have the Hibana at the moment. So if they had a Cade, they might have been able to actually lock out those hatches and just keep them for the entire span of the round, but they do not. They do have King Esso and Cobras, the Jaeger and Wamai combo, as well as SADW on the Maestro, as well as the Reds on the Valkyrie. A lot of information operators on the board from Meraki Gaming. Let's see what they can do with this round. The attackers now spawn in. No real roam presence at the moment from Meraki Gaming. Looks like all 5 players are currently situated somewhere downstairs. And, well, Frantic 6, they're already droning out. They've established this. At the moment, they're just entering and they're realizing there's no one. They've got complete reign of the top floor area. Bandit, the only real one looking like he could contest it, but no. All 5 players from Meraki Gaming are actually just situated on site. And quite honestly, I don't know if this is the play, because they have no delay operators on the board. They've got no smoke, they've got no Goyle. Sure, they have the Maestro, but they don't even have a Mirror's Band. But like I said, it just means they're on no. What just happened there? It looks like the brute charge didn't actually register and open that up, but that's unfortunate. Might be a spectator glitch, but I don't believe it, because he was actually able to place that brute charge on there, so I don't really know what's happening there. But if we go on the overhead quickly, Motor Hatch is open, and they look to drop this, because if we go onto the overhead once again, okay, this actually might be quite detrimental if Team Frantic 6 actually opt to drop into Motor Hatch, because, well, a great opening kill there from RX is he gets still AML. That is the gridlock off of the board, but really the one thing you are extremely liable to when going for a site hold is just a lot of avenues being opened up and crossfires being established onto you. But at the moment, Frantic 6, they look to just drop Motor Hatch, and the complete opposite is happening. They are pushing into one angle, they are being funneled, and Meraki Gaming is holding every single avenue they are currently entering in towards. The Bandit now playing extremely aggressively in this whole area, but he gets the kill onto Lulu. That's the Thatcher gone in with a double kill, or a triple kill now. He gets the Thermite. Cobras as well answering with a kill onto Dookie, and our figure left last alive in a 1v5 scenario. Very few utility in his back pocket, and in a 1v5, what can you really do? He does drop Motor Hatch, whiffs the shots onto the Maestro, and a flawless round from Meraki Gaming as they take a Church Arsenal in a really weird setup. I want to go over this bit quickly, because they were holding a passive site hold with no passive designed operators, if that makes sense. They kind of relied that passive site hold on just winning gunfights, and well, win gunfights they did, because a flawless round coming out from them. Really an incredible play, especially on the back of RX on the Bandit, being able to wide peek on into that hallway, get the kill onto the Thatcher with the C4, then continuing to pressure on, getting the kill onto the Thermite, really just destroying the attack of Team Frantic 6. So Meraki now heading back to CCTV and cash room, see what they can do with this site.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
we see Meraki actually, unlike Frantic 6, they are actually opting to reinforce each and every panel of the garage wall. But the one thing that leaves you open towards, because if you just do a count quickly, that's 4 on garage, 2 on the main wall, 2 into construction, as well as 1 into this main construction wall. That leaves you with 1 reinforcement spare. So theoretically, they could reinforce one of these logistics panels, but still, that leaves you extremely vulnerable to a push from this logistics area. So, as we saw Zofia on Dookie do in the previous round, he opened up an angle from logistics into construction. Oh my word, Dookie! What the hell was that? This man on the rappel fires through a barricade and just gets a kill onto King SO. That's the Jaeger off the board, and now a 4-5 man count in favor of Frantic 6, off of the back of what I can just call luck. Figure 6 with another kill, seemingly once again just spraying in and getting a kill. What is this from Frantic 6? At the moment, it just seems like their plays are... I don't know what to call this, honestly, because 2 opening kills in favor of Frantic 6 now, and, well, it's not like they're only going for frags. Already, they've opened up an avenue onto site. Main breach is open. They've got so much avenues onto site. As well as Luduki, if you span over to him, he's currently got control of construction. He's peeking in. There's a player currently close right on him, as well as on the red stairs. But now, that's the player dropped. So now, you've got 2 players left last alive on site, with a 5 men still alive on Frantic 6, looking to just completely lock out this round. Sure, Red has still got smoke canisters in his back pocket, but with a wide kill coming out from the gridlock, what can you do about it? Cabras does answer back the kill onto Figure, spraying through into construction, stepping up into those track stingers. What can you do about it? Still, AML does get the kill, and that is now a 6-3 round count in favor of Frantic 6. They are in match point, and they are looking to lock out this round and head into the finals. And, what is happening here? Okay. So, Meraki, they will be heading to Gym Bedroom. They've already won on Church Arsenal, so they can't go back to it for this last round. As well, they've kind of established now they are pretty bad at holding CCTV at cash ring. So now, opting to Gym Bedroom, in my opinion, that's probably the wisest of plays. Let's see what they can do with this. The operator lineup, Cobras on the mute, as well as SADW on the Maestro. One operator to deny information and one operator to get information. So, let's see what they can do with this lineup.
10 seconds left. 5 seconds remaining.
Device position.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
The attack is now spawning in, very wary of those spawn peaks from the gym area. Nonetheless, no spawn peaks at the moment. The garage panel already opened up, so they do have a way to currently pressure into the garage area as well. No players actually situated in catwalk. That's quite a weird... What the hell are they doing? Okay, I forgot. Sorry about that. I forgot they're not holding CCTV at the moment. They're actually holding Gym Bedroom. So this hold is actually quite effective in my opinion to hold Gym Bedroom. I was just kind of confused why no one was playing in Catwalk because I thought they were defending CCTV. But no. Reds and Dookie currently facing off against one another. Dookie currently 12 for 5 in this match. He's been doing a lot for his team. Notably, I mean, that one round on defense, we just kind of... He just peaked and he got kills. Won the round for him there as well on the previous round. Just a great pre-fire from him, getting that opening frag. He's definitely been a catalyst for his team in most of these rounds. And it definitely is reflected in the scoreboard. But now Lulu, they've already opened up main breach. Now seeing the Jaeger peek out, Bandit does actually get the thermite charge onto the bathroom area, and that now is all of the thermite charges expended for Frantic 6. Reds are now actually answering back with a kill onto Dookie. That's your top fragger off the board, as well as your Zofia. So really serving a double purpose, because your top fragger and a lot of utility has been picked off. Being a bit of great. Oh my word, that is unfortunate. Doing so much damage onto Figure 6 and then had a team kill to still AML. Reds might not know that, but he's kind of screwed over Frantic 6, because he's gotten Figure 6 to a point where he's a one-tap as well. That team kill was directly because of him. So Frantic 6, they've got avenues onto site, and they can still go for the site take if they choose to. But at the moment, this is looking like a Meraki round. Oh, the crossfire from Jim does drop the Thatcher. Now Figure on 1 HP left, last life. Eventually it's Reds to finish him off. A great kill for him on the round, and really Reds was extremely influential on this round, because he was able to pick off a Dookie early on into the round, as well as then he did so much damage onto that sledge, and like I said, the team kill was essentially because of him. So really well done to him on that round, even if he didn't really know it was because of him. And just a quick update for everyone on the stream. ATK is currently leading 5-2 on Cafe Dostoevsky versus Team Untamed Cox. So at the moment it's looking like Frantic 6 will be meeting ATK in the finals, but it might be too early to jump to conclusions. Both Untamed Cox and Meraki Gaming could still make a comeback in these matches. Meraki Gaming now going back to their strongest bomb site thus far. That would be Church Arsenal. So let's see what they can do with this. Once again, actually not taking the Cade, but I don't know how long this is going to work for them, because the previous time they won Church Arsenal, it was essentially because of a misplay, in my opinion, by Frantic 6. They could have taken a lot of map control and really just pressured the players on Meraki, because they were doing that delay setup essentially. But they opted to really just funnel into Moto Hatch, and well, they all got killed from there. So if Frantic 6 can read into this, not make the same mistakes as last time, they look poised to maybe take this round. Dookie now entering into this garage area, looking to enter into what was this area called again? Like I said, I get confused between stock and whatever that other one is called. I think it's supply, if I'm not mistaken. Frantic 6 now starting to open up the hatches. Stock hatch already being shot out, as well as the Moto hatch now currently being opened up. Cloudy as well on the main dirt tunnel, opening up that up. So a lot of avenues onto site now being opened up by Frantic 6. And this is really an answer back to what was that previous round that Meraki won, because at the moment they're realizing we can't just funnel all of our players into one area. We need to split it up and really just take this bomb site, set up crossfires, and just pressure out the players of Meraki Gaming. And well, that's what they're doing. They're opening up so much angles. If we go into the overhead quickly, dirt tunnel is open, kitchen hatch is open, moto hatch is open, stock hatch is open. Literally everything is open, and if you look at the floor, it's complete cardboard at the moment that's being punched through. So at the moment, it's honestly not looking good for Meraki Gaming, as the first kill does come out from Figure. IQ now as well situated into tunnel. He could wreak a lot of havoc from this area if he does peek wide. Lulu now in the central stairs area, looking to pressure up onto his side as well. Still AML now gets the kill onto SADW. A 3v5 man count now, as a complete collapse is coming out from Frantic 6 in a 3v4 scenario. Well, so many kills coming back as well. Meraki Gaming, they just answered back, but now once again, Frantic 6 takes a lot of kills. King SO now left in a 1v3 scenario. One player is injured, but the diffuser is going down. If he can spot this, maybe fire through, he could get this kill, but he does finish down the injured player, but no. Frantic 6, they take the map. Lulu with the final kill onto King SO. Team Frantic 6, they win it in a 7-4 round count. GG's to both teams, as really a great matchup from both of these teams. Frantic 6 able to really they were able to get ahead really on into that, but props to Meraki Gaming. They were able to really answer back and take a lot of rounds off of Meraki, off of Frantic 6. So really well played to them. So yeah, that was a pretty great game. I'm quickly going to try and organize a quick interview with the Dookie, one of the players on Frantic 6 who just won that matchup. See if he can quickly jump into this call, otherwise this will be the end for Stream B, as we will be heading to Stream A to stream the finals of African R6 League. So the first team confirmed to be in the finals will be Frantic 6. Yeah, just quickly gonna head into a call with Dookie here.
Hello.
Hey man, well done on winning that round. Oh, that game actually. So you guys are heading into the finals now versus, let's look at the round counter actually at the moment. ATK is 6-2 in the lead of UC. So at the moment you guys are looking to face ATK in the finals. What are your thoughts heading into that matchup just quickly before we set up that finals?
We've been playing really well today. I really don't know what to say. It's my first interview, sorry.
That's chill, man.
Yikes, dude. The synergy's been really good today, and we feel confident going into the finals. Like, we had like 3 practices this week, and we've just been putting in the time as a team.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen your team play really has been very effective as well. I've got to talk about those 2 rounds quickly that I noted from you. Firstly, you were defending CCTV and Cash Room. You were left last live with another player on your team in a 4v2 scenario. You just decided to peek onto the window and you got a double kill. Talk me through that.
So, look, I played on Meraki Gaming's team before, right? So, I don't want to say I have the mindset. I can play like them, and I know what it takes to play against them. They like to be aggressive. Some would say it's because of their ping. No, I would just say that's their playstyle. They don't like wasting time in a round, so they will take as much map control. They will peek everything. If you open something, they will peek it. I just told my team to use that against them, and that's basically what we did today. Yes, there were a few rounds where the team forgot that you had to be aggressive and say for example, push it. But yeah, we got there in the end. Yeah,
I mean, another round I quickly want to talk to you about is you were rappelling up onto the roof. You pre-fired into construction.
And I do that every game, casual, ranked, comp, whatever. I just pre-fire that window. I've gotten, I think, like 5 kills over my lifetime there, and that was one of them.
Yeah, I think that was featured on a Coconut Bra video on that angle. It's just a
pre-fire that I always do. Casual, ranked, doesn't matter what.
Yeah, so individual play, I mean, you did really well, but as well, your team, you really had teamwork going for you. You guys really synergized well as a team, and really towards the end of that game, you guys really came together and you locked it out. So really well done to you guys, and we look forward to seeing you in that final matchup. Any last words?
The finals is actually going on right now because we just saw that 8K finished, so...
Oh, they did. Okay, so...
Yeah.
So, yeah, thank you so much, guys, for watching. Head over to Stream A if you want to see the finals between Frantic 6 Esports and the reigning champions, ATK. Thank you so much for watching, and we will be back on Stream A.
Thank you, dude. Awesome casting, by the way, and I'll should probably get back to my team.
Yeah, cheers, man. Good luck.
Cheers.